Now, elsewhere, governors from 4 counties that intersect the Amaya Triangle are currently finalising on the signing of a pact. The deal will set up a peace-driven economic bloc for Laikipia, Baringo, Samburu and Isiolo counties in an attempt to bring a lasting end to resource-based conflict among pastoralist communities. Brygettes Ngana has been following the proceedings and now joins us with an update.
Well, Gladys, just as you have mentioned, we are still following through with the proceedings of the signing of the Amaya Pact. And as of now, there is a sense of discontent, especially from the representatives of the counties that you have mentioned, from the counties of Baringo, Laikipia, Isiolo, and Samburu. There is an issue emerging because they are saying they were not consulted by the 4 governors who convened this setup. It is somewhat an unexpected turn of events because we did expect that with the establishment of this pact that seeks to bring together these 4 counties and in a sense open up the northern circuit of the country, and by promoting infrastructure, by ensuring that there is the progression of education in this area, because the Amaya Triangle is where the Amaya River is sourced, and this is a river that feeds, it provides fresh water into these counties, and it is the go-to point for the pastoral communities from these counties whenever the other sources of water have dried up. And so it is a center, a nexus rather of intercommunal engagement, and this has also been the center of conflict over the water resources because predominantly pastoralism is what is being practiced here. But to just give me a view of the genesis or why these counties decided to come together is the county executive in charge of Baringo County, in charge of finance in Baringo County, Dr. David Segor, who's joining us to just give us a brief on the proceedings so far. Thank you so much, Dr. Segor. Can you just give us what was the idea behind the Amaya initiative, and why is it the sense that some of the leaders feel they were not consulted as much?
Thank you very much. Historically, the 4 counties are pastoralist oriented counties, so to speak, and that when the new government came on board, it was a view of the governors that we need to address the issue of insecurity. Yes. And so the idea was born in August 2017. And in September 2017, the word Amaya came into existence as a word that is the nexus of the 4 counties. That the 4 counties usually have a river that they do share. And they felt that the governors felt that this is the right opportunity to really bring on board all the leadership of the 4 counties to address the issue of insecurity, which is historically addressed to the issue of cattle rustling. And the reason that brings about cattle rustling is the fight for the resources, pasture, water, and other issues. So when the governors moved this idea, it was meant to address such kind of challenges. And as we speak, there is no serious dissent from what was happening today. The issue is that they want to engage constructively on the way forward to this issue. It's a fact that every leader in Baringo, in Laikipia, in Isiolo, and in Samburu are alive to the fact that the issue of insecurity has really taken people to the lowest level in terms of poverty. And they're really looking for a solution to mitigate that kind of issue. And so today is one very, very significant day in trying to ventilate these issues. And I'm alive with the fact that they seem to be an issue to do with consultation.
Maybe I'll have to cut you short, Dr. Segor, because we're short of time, but thank you so much for joining us, and we will be still engaging you on the sidelines. Maybe have an interview with you for you to really give us the understanding behind this, the Amaya Triangle Pact. So just as the CC of Finance has mentioned, Gladys, the issues emerging are usually born out of conflict over resources. And remember, sometime last week we did speak about the diminishing water levels on River Pakera, and you understand that climate change is also worsening the intercommunal conflict because the resources are becoming scarce. From the sidelines of this Amaya signing peace pact, we do hope that by the end of the day they would have arrived at a conclusion that will see these 4 counties forming a bloc that will seek to enrich them in terms of infrastructure, the opportunities, increasing the economic opportunities, and also the fostering or the opening up of this region as a tourism attraction site. Gladys.
Thank you, Brygettes Ngana, speaking to us from Baringo County. We are definitely keeping an eye on that because so many stories have come from that region on insecurity and, of course, coming from the fact that the country is facing a drought and there is less pasture, less water, and those pastoralists living in those communities have been uttered in trying to get the little that is left.